It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands. Call the right authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us. Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior. Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe. Let's stop it for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam Saya.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stop it for all of us. Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stop it crime for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stoppers Liberia, welcome and good afternoon to all of you. Alexa, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Oliver, and I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, our listeners, our viewers. However way you're joining us, we'd like to say welcome to the biggest thing to happen to Liberia at about this time. I'm sure a lot of you were very, very, curious, and you guys were anticipating our analysis after the president's State of the Nation address. But we're here today, so obviously we're going to go into it. We're going to give you our 1 or 2 cents as to what we think and some of the things that were listed in the president's address to the nation. So we'd like to say welcome, and however will you join us, welcome. We have a lot more to talk about today.
Okay, so basically we'll talk about the President's State of the Nation address, which was held on yesterday. There's been a lot of conversation around it. Abu did a lot of great job this morning. Wendell also followed suit with Esther. There's going to be a whole conversation about it on the show, and hopefully Austin will do likewise. But there is a very concerning situation that's popping up from the 72nd area that we have so much interest in. And I'm hoping the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia is listening, the Honorable Davison Fuller. We had him on the show the last time when the soldier boy, who went missing 2024 when his parents were here in studio. We had the Chief of Staff on the line. I'm hoping that he's listening today as well. And this is in reference to the planned demolition and subsequent, the eviction and planned demolition that is supposed to happen at the 72nd barrack area. This is very, very, very concerning. A few days ago, Alexa, the folks in the 72nd area woke up in the morning and their structures were surrounded by officers of the Liberian National Army, the Armed Forces of Liberia. So there are 2 groups of people who are affected by that situation. And I see people say, "Oh, some other people then voted this." No, our concern, my particular point is not about who they voted for, who they did not vote for. My issue is about government exercising or dispensing justice with mercy. That's what is needed in such a country where the economy is difficult, where things are hard, where families are suffering. Government should be very, very cautious in taking certain decisions, and that's exactly where the conversation is going to go. There are two groups of people who are affected by the 72nd situation. One group are individuals who have been living in the structures owned by the military. The structures owned by the military houses, the barrack houses. That one group of people. The next group of people are individuals who had their personal properties. Some of them had their properties before the barrack was built. After the barrack was built, some of them also bought personal properties from original landowners who were also present when the government was acquiring the piece of land where the barrack is. The second group of individuals are legitimate landowners. The Liberian government know about them. The Liberian government surveyed their land, registered their land, probated their land, kept their land documents in the archive. The next time the government did not say the land will not register in it because it's for the military. The government registered a piece of land in their name as their personal properties. Today's eviction, with no court order, no prior official communication, most of these people cannot access their personal properties because the military came and did not only go to secure their own piece of land. It has been alleged that the military also went and placed barbed wire around properties that do not fall within the original properties of the armed forces of Liberia. In as much as I believe people occupying military assets should surrender those assets to the military, I also do not support the fact that those who do not fall within the perimeter of what has been owned by the military, to be targeted by the military as well. Such is the case with a lot of other people who are personal property owners in the area. So if the government want to remove people who occupy in the barrack, let the government do it. If the chief of staff is listening, we're hoping that and Minister George, Geraldine George, a very respectful, hard-working lady, very trained. I mean, I respect her so very well. You are the Minister of National Defense. This falls directly under you. You would need to ensure that your people would do whatever reclaiming of that piece of land from a legitimate and legal perspective so that you don't hurt other people who are legitimate owners of their properties. It is very important. In my possession, we have key individuals. We have couple of individuals who have their personal deeds and properties at that area that the government already placed barbed wire around. They can't even enter. They can't even have access to their properties. Those people went to work, and that is the main reason why we are having this conversation today. Those individuals who are affected by the land issue went to work and prayed the Supreme Court of our country, Justice James Eto Howard Wolokoli, prayed the court for an injunction on the army operation. The minister said, no, they provided for us. The military property on our side, our own on the side. So since the army can yes second order of property, we are asking you, the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court, to intervene. So place an injunction on this whole decision. Whether the AFL say they won't break horses, they won't own horses, place an injunction on it until the AFL and all can find our surveyor. We take out their land and they take our land, then they can go ahead and do what they want to do. We are being told that such a raid that was prayed for was served. The sheriff went to the military. It has been alleged that the military people who are supposed to receive it refused to receive it. This is concerning. The Supreme Court of our country is the final arbiter of justice, the highest court of the land. The military, whatsoever, honor our laws, our governance structure. The Supreme Court is an authority that the Supreme Court can induct. The commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia is inducted into office by the Chief Justice of the Republic. What that means is that the Supreme Court is no simple court. The court that got the authority to induct the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia, President Bouaka. It was the Chief Justice that inducted him into office. From the Supreme Court. The same court is issuing a writ of injunction, and we are told that people from the military let that information not be true, because that will be very, very, disheartening for our democracy. It's not going to be a good thing. It means we are gradually sliding into a military era where the military will take unto themselves the law. There is a law and there is a military. There is a national constitution and there are military code of justice. Different things that they can do. If one soldier man steal chicken, you won't beat him, you can use your military law. You can do all your military things, you can do it in the barrack. Once it has to do with the military and the civilians, automatically the court will have to step in because people, personal property is involved. They believe that your invasion or the quote-unquote planned demolition you want to have will be targeting their personal properties. That's what they believe. That's what they know. So because they don't want to fight you, you got guns. They don't want to, create tension. They civilize people. They say, "Look, you know what? These people are like they're making mistake. Maybe the guys who came to put a barbed wire, they don't know where the land stop. Maybe they do not know, where the army property stop. So let's go to court. Let the court come and settle the problem." They went to court and we are told that the military people refusing to accept the rate. It is unacceptable. Why are we talking? Why do I have interest in it? If we sit here today and allow that to happen and nobody talk, there are plenty of government properties that are sitting by people properties. I take them for example, the new LTA headquarters they are building in community where people got personal properties. The city hall is sitting right in a community where people got personal property adjacent. And every government entity in this country got boundary with some kind of private property. If we do not step in, if we do not correct this, if we do not stand for those who have the personal property, you too could be a victim. You could be sitting there one day, Ministry of Health will come and say, they land when they got big on rest side of the play. And for the Ministry of Health, he got to move. And if the person decides to go to court, and Ministry of Health refuse to accept the rate, we could be running into chaos. We could be running into an era that's not going to be governable. That's what we are asking the military. In as much as we believe and respect them to be the first class citizens of our country, they too also should exhibit that respect. I mean, they should have to show to us that they are also law abiding. It has been reported that they did not receive the rate which we have in our possession. If they did not receive the rate, then it's concerning. A party is hurt. The military is a party in this case. They say the land for all. So when you can say the land for you, you are a party. If our American man say no, the land for me, that person also become a party. The two parties cannot rule. The man who say the land for me, he cannot rule in your favor and say I'm moving a while. That my land, so I'll move a while. If he decide to do that, he will escalate tension. The other man cannot say for me, so I will stop the man from going to a place. If he continue to do that, despite having weapons, he's also going to be infringing on the right of another person. So in this instance, who can settle it is the court. The other party went to court and said, no, Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable, Justice in Chamber, please intervene. This is our situation. The land for us. The army won't take it. Please come and step in. Let you resolve it. Let them in the car and show where the land stop. Because we believe their land are in our land. We bought our land in 1975. Some of us bought our land in 1982. When the barrier was already established. Some of us before the barrier was established. So the barrier cannot say their land running into our land. We need an injunction so that we can settle all of these details. Yet and still, we are told that the military refused to accept it. That's troubling. In as much as we respect our army so much, that's very troubling. It is very, very troubling. And I'm asking the Minister of Defense, Minister Geraldine George, we are asking you, you're a very responsible woman, very hardworking, you ran through that your legacy be put to, be on display. There is a need that you step in. The right thing must be done. Nobody is arguing that the barrack is not for the military, but not everywhere in that place for the military. No. If everywhere in that place for the military, so be it. What do you need to do is to go and do the survey. I'm told when President Doe bought the place or secured the place for the military, there were deed giving. There were diagrams done. There were measurements done. These people are claiming that they bought the very land from the very people Samuel Kanyado got the land from, to give it to the army. So whatever the case is, all you need to do once people are alleging and claiming ownership to properties that existed years before the barrier could go there, you need to give the process a chance. Why is the government in so much hurry? The AFL people got their defense counsel. They are claiming ownership to the land. That is for them, granted. Other people say this portion that you're talking about is not for you, it's for us. So you have two parties in it. One party go to court and the other party say they cannot accept rent. I mean, that is not something that we want to encourage in our country. And so we're hoping, and tomorrow we're following up. We are hoping what we got today is not true. If it is true, it will not be a good news for our democracy. We're appealing to the army. We're appealing to our people. Let them give listening ears to those who are laying legitimate claims to some of the properties. To some of the properties. And just before I submit on it and have Alexa, make a comment on this conversation. There are too many of the properties. For example, this person who land in my possession got their piece of land 1982 from Johnny Barber family. Edward Davis Smith and Martha T. Smith got their piece of land 1982. And the barrier was there when they got a piece of land. The barrier was there when they got a piece of land. The other people, 1976. The other people, 1975. 1975. So when people are coming with these kind of documents, laying claims to the property, all we need to do is to allow the process to go on. Let the two defense. I mean, the two teams, the two players, let them go to the court with their counsels. Go to court with your lawyer. The military go there with a lawyer and their surveyor with their land people. The very family people go there with their lawyer, their surveyor, and everything, and they can go and do whatever justification. If it is proven that they play for the soldier can take their place. If it is proven, the law be the law. But we cannot have the player being the referee at the same time. The army can be claiming to be the owner of the property and they are the one, dispensing justice. For me, I don't think that's the way the country should run. So we are calling on our people, especially the Minister of Defense, to step into it. When people pay their personal money to own their personal properties, and the property in the government land, if they have documents to prove, if they have all reason to believe that the property is not part of government property, the government should give listening ears. The country is so tough. The economy is difficult. It doesn't make sense that people will invest their money and government decide to break their properties down or take it. They are crying, flagging legitimacy over the property and nobody listening. Some people can react different way. Some people react to those kind of thing in different ways. Some people can die from those kind of thing. Some people can retaliate differently. To avoid all of these things, it is better the government give a listening ear. It's going to be a whole week of conversation. We're going to keep digging up and getting sufficient information. But we just thought on this post-Sona day, we just thought to have this conversation, started with the people in 72nd. Now, before I close, I just talk about the legitimate land owners, those who are laying legitimate claims. To the other people who are squatters, who are squatting, we still think the government should give them additional time to pack out. Maybe 1 month. I mean, those who live in the army people who say ASL, I'm talking about those who got their personal property adjacent to the army quarters. Those who live in the army people structure, I still believe this rescue government should give them a couple of weeks, if not months, but maybe in 3 months' time, give them the last stuff. In 3 months, a pretty fun place to go. It is so disheartening. Some people 4 o'clock in the morning they woke up, you gotta leave. I agree they were squatting, but the government should have compassion. The government should have some kind of feelings for the people. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe 1 month, 2 months. In 2 months' time, that one on the whole country will say, "Oh man, the people get 2 months, you gotta leave." But all of a sudden, you just go there 4 o'clock in the morning, you barricade the place. People can be sneaking to go for the clothes, small. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. People suffering. These are things that can increase suffering on a daily basis. And I mean, that's just what I intend to start with, today, so that we can just take few people on it. Then we can jump into the post sonar analysis, which I know Alexa is very prepared for, on today. But Alexa, that's why it is.
So I think it was last week we talked about 7 an alternative, because we know in Liberia, especially quite recently, you've had a lot of demolitions. You've had people going from one location to another, and one of the ones that really hurt a lot of people was around Catholic Junction. There were people who said, hey, we've been here for over 15 years. We've been here for over 10 years, and we don't know anywhere else to call our home. So the fact that you have people here today saying, hey, you have to leave. This is our property. This is our land. You need to leave. It was really shocking for a lot of people, and it was disheartening. That being said, I think basically what's happening around 7th is similar to that situation, but the difference is the one at Catholic was for private, owners and all that, and now this has to do with our government, the Liberian government, and this land is owned by the armed forces of Liberia. So I'm still asking again about alternative, because usually in Liberia you would say we respect the law. I'm saying you would say because we have laws in this country, because there are people who do not respect. There are people who are yet to honor the Constitution of Liberia, given their positions in government and how they go about running this country. But people keep asking if we still have laws, because if we still have laws that are respected, one would say maybe you reach out prior to this moment where people are now saying, hey, we went to the court and there should be an injunction or whatever it is. And now you are still saying, no, you cannot go, in other words. So it becomes a problem. People will still start to ask again, do we still have the laws in this country to protect citizens from, things that are not to be done illegally, things that are not to be done at the, disadvantage of ordinary people. So that's where these people are. There are people, Oliver talked about 2 groups of people. One group is a group that is not the legitimate, owner of probably the land there. They've been squatting for years. And in as much as they have been squatting, they still consider that space their home. They still consider that space a place that belongs to them based on the number of years they've been there for. You also have another group of people, and this group is saying, no, we own our land, and we have documents to prove that we own our land. Maybe they have land deeds or whatever it is to prove that this is where, I am, and this space belongs to me. Now they're reaching out to the armed forces of Liberia, and the Minister of Defense is a very strong woman. If you know me, I'm always a sucker for women who have the audacity to lead in a space that's dominated by men. So we're actually hoping that she's going to have a reconsideration of whatever that's happening, and they're going to go to a round table and have a conversation. This is not like you're begging, especially for people who have their documents that they have their land. This land is mine. I have a document to prove that this is mine. I hope they go back to drawing board to have a discussion as to how they're going to sort that out. Also, as I said previously last week, I'm saying again, for those people who have been squatting for years, that you reach out to them prior to a moment where you went there and you're like, hey, we want our space back. Because if you informed those people, obviously, we wouldn't be here discussing this. That means you've already told them, hey, at about this time, we will be here because we want our land back. So all you need to do, find somewhere else to go and see how best you can be able to, settle down. That means you have compassion, because this has to do with the government of Liberia again. So when you are the government, you are thinking about the best interests of your citizen, not illegally, but you're also wanting to have a moment where they feel comfortable and they feel like, hey, you understand their situation. But I watched a video, and some of them, they were like saying, hey, we've been here for a long time. And a guy, he sounded very comical. He was like, you guys need to give me $1,500 to move from here
Mhm.
because this, it sounded funny. It is not funny. It is serious. You have a lot of people there. There are people who are feeling some type of way now because they don't know where they're going to go from there. They don't know. So if you had given them a notice, just there on the spot and be like, yeah, 1 hour space back, I'm sure they're going to find
Tell the
ways.
people ahead of
So
time.
at the end of the day, all I'm saying here, as the government of the day,
Mhm.
you still have what it takes to sort out this issue.
That's right.
You still have what it takes. All you need to do, call the people, the two groups of people, because you're going to have separate discussions with the two groups of people.
Mhm.
Because one group has different problem and the other group has another problem. So have separate discussions and see how best you can work this out. Or else at the end of the day, you go, I'm not saying, some of the reasons why we have criminals all around is because of this. No, we're not even encouraging people to be criminals. No. But sometimes when people feel like the society has failed them, they don't have any other option. They're just going to resort into something that is not okay. Delinquency is not really good. So you're going to have it be like, no, I don't have any other option. So I think since I don't have somewhere to live, I'm going to do this and do that. We don't want to have all these things. Liberia is already as it is. And people are trying to just survive. People are struggling on a daily basis just to be able to survive. So if we are going to send those people back to a space where they're homeless, they don't have anywhere to go, and while they're trying to find food for themselves, their family members and all that, they're also thinking about housing without a proper plan as to where they're going to go and how they're going to work it out. I hope that this is really taken into consideration by the Ministry of Defense, the minister, and other relevant authorities that will be able to work this out, because I don't want this to be long. You know, what's only starting the country can be long. By the way, and at the end of the day, like bro was it, at least we don't want that. So please sort this out.
Okay, so we are concerned. We are very concerned. We're about to go take calls on it. We are concerned. If the people say the land for them, private property owners say the place for them, enough for the government, and they went to court, we don't think the news that we're hearing say the military people refuse the rate. We don't think it is the right thing. If the military is sure of the property they got down there, Alexa, the best place to go and provide the clarity
is the court.
It's the court.
Obviously.
Because come to think of it, today you may have the political support to say don't take rate. Tomorrow there may be a more democratic government, and the people will also run back to the court. Why if you pay military place to the people land, and then another government kind of people go and win their case. You put the country in on unnecessary expenses. You understand, Alexa? The woman got a big house here, the man got a big house here, get a BB businesses to the area. They go to court and you refusing to listen. Assuming you break their places down, they will not still leave it.
No,
you break that place down because you think you have the political power today. Go ahead, you break it. After a couple of years, government can go back to court and say, "Look, we have our case registered. The government illegally broke our property, and when they go through it, and if it is clear that the army was wrong, that damage that the country will be paying for, it should be avoided. It will be wasteful. So since we've not gone anywhere yet, go to court with the people." You are the military, you say the barrier for you, good. And everybody know the barrier is for you. But not all the land around that barrier for you now.
No, it is not possible.
So if people are saying, okay, the barrier for you, but we're here when you build your barrier. That all they want you to be mind the barrier saying and the black, the time of being it. So how come today now you can say, we who used to be here mind your black and you're saying, our people will be to be living to be mind your black and saying, if for you too. So we won't fire because your army people here get gone. We're going to court. And you refuse to go to court with the people. It's troubling. Our country is a country of laws, and we're not living in a military state. No, we're not living in a military state. So we believe, in as much as we all talk on all of the sides, we still believe that military should send their legal people to the court, send their surveyors, their asset people who can manage the military asset, let them go there and do all of the verification. If it is proven that the people squatting on the military land, they can bulldoze their properties. I'm not going to support anybody who reside on the military land. They can bulldoze their property. But once the people still have legitimate, why do you think all the other people ain't carrying the army to court, Alexa?
Because they know they don't really have.
Because they know the house they're living in, enough for them,
theirs,
for the military.
So.
But these people said, no, these are our personal property. The properties do not belong to the military people, pass our land. So we go to court. The fact that the most of the country to go to court, you should be willing to live in accordance with the law. That's what we are asking. That's what we ask the Minister of Defense to step in, Minister George.
And the thing is, if you're going to go to court, you have two outcomes. It is either in your favor or not, you know? So I don't know if
it is in your favor, good. You go ahead, you break it.
Yeah.
If it is against you, it will save the government extra money. Because you know why? How you go ahead to break the people property and maybe put one military boot there with a long fence where somebody will be in there 2, 3, 4, 10 years from now, the people will go back to court. If a government is in power that can listen, that values human rights and everything, they will go to court, and when they win, you know what will happen? The government start paying unnecessary damages. And that's when the people were right now value at 200,000-300,000 or 50,000 or 25,000. If by that time reaches, they will be charging the government 1 million. Mm-hmm. Who knows? So the money was sort of used to build other properties for the government across the country. Will be using it to pay for other properties that could have been avoided. You use common sense so as to prevent too many of these things. I heard a couple of journalists discussing this morning. We'll do the research tomorrow and know whether, for true, the military is still refusing to accept the rate. If it is the case, we'll try to establish contact with the minister to find out as to why the army is not willing to accept the rate from the sheriff of the Supreme Court. And I say town hall court. I ain't say one magistrate court. I said the Supreme Court. Let's be lawyer about it. There's anything how that lawmaker did. Mm-hmm. He said the associate justice discussion our liquor talk. I mean, we should be lawyer about it. Regardless of whatever the situation, we should be lawyer about it. And that's what I think. We'll take break. When we come back, we open up the lines. We'll just take 10 calls on the second issue. We're not going to waste a lot of calls on it. We'll take about 10 calls on it. Listen to them, investigate it, do a survey if you can, re-survey if you can, and find out what the situation is. That's what we want to do. So we'll open up the lines for people to make their contribution. But let's take our break to be right back.
From the center to interior, keeping us safe, let's stop for all.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own Omen Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop for all. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety.
Okay, Crime Stoppers, the people bringing safety to your community. Let's go to the lines. 72nd people, I really want you to call, especially those of you who are property owners. Some of you, the old people in 72nd too. You some of you were there when they were building the barrack. You were living in your own houses, and today they put your houses part of it. They say your house is part of the barrack. How come we're living here when you started being your? After you finish being your, you see they play while I have my house, everything for you. I mean, sometimes, yeah. So when the people go to court, let the military people go to court with the people. Call us on 086-500-104-0776-104-104 at the numbers to join the conversation. What advice do you have? What do you want to say in this? We just take 10 calls, then we call it a day and jump into the president State of the Nation address, which was held on yesterday. Let's go to the first question. Hello, sir. Go ahead. Good evening.
Good afternoon, Oliver.
Go ahead, my brother. Let's hear you quickly. No time.
Yeah, this is the King, and from the inception of this government, I knew that we are off for trouble and we are off for destitution. And the government has proven beyond all reason that the Unity Party, whenever they come to power, they bring about massive displacement. You know about the Senate land issue. You know about the 24th Street land issue. So the Unity Party, they are not for taking away people's land and making it displaced and even leaving the small people there. What is going on in September today? Some people are laughing about it. I don't think it's something about a while about. I think this government working on the matter of rescue. Okay? In the body there is at the time that barrel was below water, after no plan on that would be. So I think the better should finally be sitting. They should sell the land, the one that they have legitimate claim over, and locate the barrel into a remote everywhere. When the military coming to town with something
No. Even if they do not want to relocate their barrack, the piece of land that people are laying claim to, let them be able to subject themselves to some form of.
I just see that you know, for us to join the city of the military, because military all the time being in the hand of the city, we know how many music that they are carried out, how many people they are carried out. So for us, in the military, we don't need to have the military out of the city. And those people, those guys currently, you know, that one of my friends, who the father bought that place in 1976. Okay, 50 years ago. And at the time they bought that place, the barrel was not there. So today they are telling me that their home will be demolished because there's the military property.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's see if this person want to participate. Hello, sir. How are you? How you doing?
Yeah, why AFD?
I mean, some of the family went to court to ask the court to place an injunction, and we are told the AFL guys, you know, at the barrack or wherever the sheriff took the raid, he refused to stand for it.
Yeah, well, where's the commander in chief?
President Boakai, though.
Okay. The Supreme Court gave him the instruction to President Boakai. President Boakai ever go away?
So are we supposed?
Then when the commander in chief, anything commander in chief doing should do the same thing. So don't believe the people. That's a procedure for now. Sometimes if anything happens to your community, if you can able to do anything, do it. No law in the country again. They learn it for commander in chief. Commander in chief started. Do you think if it's President Boakai coming enforce the Supreme Court order, those people coming resist the Supreme Court invitation, they could not. So they learn it for the commander in chief.
Okay, this is let's say you heard him. This is troubling. But let's talk to another person. Hello, go ahead. Let's hear you. How you doing?
Yeah, welcome.
Congo Town. Let's hear you, my brother.
Okay, thank you all so much. You know, I want to just let me say thank you guys for the total discussion.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this country is a country of law. And you know, one thing the government is taking into consideration is about those unborn children that were not born that parents walk to the land. Yeah, this government needs to protect, human rights, another thing. And the key with the sort of rescuing people. So to take care people just evacuated from place, they're evacuating more so-called in society. So they have to really see research, how the people, resettle for regulation. Everywhere in the world that goes to the government. And if you want to get all that of residents, you have to create new location for them. But then they get it for all the place and create more super or more, for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there, my brother. We leave you. Let's go and take another person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. Hello, please leave your radio. Hello?
Yes, hello, my brother.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you quickly. No time. We got to hear you.
Yes, this is all about the AFL.
Oh, you left the line. I think from the beginning your whole line was terrible. Try and call us back. When you call, leave your radio. Let's talk to this person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Yeah, let me call for Amagashi.
From Amagashi. Let's hear you, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother.
That's why the people went to court and we are told that the military refused to accept the raid.
Yeah, because if not, eventually what happens, you say the law is the law, you don't get it. So you not be insurance, but you have to apply the headquarters. They are law. So if you need to the program, that's a good there. So we get the better for, then I go to the court and justify that. I have the law.
Okay, thank you. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good afternoon. Okay.
Let's hear you, my brother.
Yeah, this is Jimmy calling from
Go ahead.
If you look at the government history about demolition in Nigeria, look at the issue of sustainer here. The demolition plan when you come here today, they play a cool scale. You know, the two people here, that's all we expect, we experience here. So when the people are number 7, the number 7, there, we're not surprised. The government will do nothing about it and they don't have no legal document. They will keep breaking it and will not go to court. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon, Oliver Cam and Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm Peter Dorica, so I call from under the street like in Lower Johnson. Thank you for the fascinating discussion. I think the EFL need to allow the investigation to go on because Liberia is a constitutionally democratic society. That means Liberia is ruled by any individual or man. Liberia is ruled by the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. It's the guy that are residing on the land and give an injunction to the court. The EFL should and appeared for the investigation because we need a democratic process and answer the issue relating to that particular land. We are not living in military state in this particular country. This is a democratic society. There not be any kind of confrontation or a conflict among the citizens and that of the EFL. So the EFL and the Chief Justice, people need to talk to your man, you hire a lawyer, you go to the court. We are observing the process because that land have been over there since of time. We are time, the land was there, early time, the land was there, the people residing on it. So today, you came, you said the land is for you. And the guys have defended you. So you go through the due process of the law, and see who owns the land. We as a citizen too will observe the process and know the reality. So that's it. That's it.
Thank you.
Nothing other than that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I appreciate the leadership of that particular community really for taking that particular bold step. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We leave you right there. We take this pricing and 2 more, then we call it a day on this topic. Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly. No time. Hold on. I mean, this same phone issue is a problem. Let's talk to man CC. Go ahead, man. We're great. Let's hear you.
Okay. What would you do to deserve it? What Liberia did to deserve this to the Imam Bakan? You stole election. They don't get it, so you still take it. That the Bible did. We make it for different state in the country. They say what? That people they put less ever since. They don't want to go on. Okay, we agree. But they put according they are challenging you. That they went to the court. When you can go, you be fair to the court. Share demarcation between the people that people are living around them. Because I saw the one of Facebook and say okay that she's a single mother. She spent $500,000 to get across the over there. And they're going to move on from where you're going to start from. So for voting for you that the bank they put there in the country, you want to pay there on there. And then go to the court. Okay, we'll see what the president wants to see the president starting. If you feel a place for anywhere for you, go to the court. But Boga telling the same, I go there. Where do you put out playing? I won't play for me. Boga saying this. Well, what you don't do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We leave you. We talk to the other person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute.
Thank you, Khan.
Let's hear you.
The official spokesperson of the Liberian Server Movement, I joined from Carwell.
Go ahead.
We discussed it the last time that the people want to teach the people with countries. Now we are people are sovereign. And saying no one listen to all there is true that the army barren. But those people who bought their land right near them, or some people bought their land after the army people buy their land, then they go to the court and verify. And anybody buy land in Labro, you get your land deed in the ACA, and you know where your land store. You know how many pieces of land you got your land stuff on. So this is why they want to go to the court and verify. Don't can't tell everybody to see a bad. You can question everybody because you are army people, or can't the way our country is going is not correct because rule of law, everyone will respect the rule of law. The president is not respecting the rule of law in this country. And our country is telling a bad situation. This is wrong for our country. That president Boga look into it and start doing that. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We leave you right there. We leave you. Let's talk to this other person and 1 more, then we call it a day. Okay, let's go to this person. Hello, let's hear you.
I'm pushing for the return president. We are going to. You know, I don't think AFL should be in the business of doing that. And they're supposed to be the most respectable guys in the security sector. And they should be the one respecting the law. So if it is true that they rejected that court paper, they should go back for it and receive it. Because whenever there is a problem, I don't care who you can be, only the court can settle it. It's easy.
Yep.
You go to the court, if it is clear that it is yours, the only thing I think they will be doing, okay, please, you win up, or give us 1 month, give us 2 months, so that we can prepare and leave the scene. This place is difficult. Somebody has lived somewhere for more than 20 years, 30 years. Hey, man, where are they going to go with friends? Where are they going to go? Even school, everything going to be destroyed. How are we doing things in this country as if we are not Liberian? As if we don't know one another. We live here. We live for one another. So don't stop doing this thing. Look, the president is being this thing again. Like you saw, you found it last time after we started taking the military off the city. BDD Barry is now was the officers of the armed forces of Liberia. We took them from there and carried them on the highway. So how come you are talking about bringing the Barry back right here 77 in the city again? The Mariners should be talking about leaving the city and go at the outskirts or other county to be there. They don't belong among us. So don't start there. The very land that you're talking about, the citizens of the country, the land belongs to them. Why would they take away from you if you even decide to just say, okay, let us just take it, depend there for some time now. Let us leave them for now because we have no anything for them. But this government is not interested in alternative. What they are interested in is to continually make the Liberian people vulnerable. So thank you, man. Thank you for flagging the issue. We hope that they'll be able to do the need for AFL trial.
Thank you.
Don't like these people to spoil you.
Thank you. Thank you. We talked to the last person, then we call your day on this topic. Go ahead, let's hear you. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. I want to talk to the consciences of the Chief of Staff. Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Fuller. I think the other day you heard the Liberians thinking, we want AFL, we want AFL. Liberians are getting to know that all of the law or all of the security institutions of Liberia, they have lost their confidence. They are totally an embarrassment to we the citizens. The only security apparatus we have open is the AFL. And General Fuller, I want you to hold that concept. I want you to do what is legal. Go to the court. No one will stay in front of you. Go to the court and prove indeed that you are the hope of the Liberian people. We trust you. We even sanction for you the police. AFL should come back to maintain us. Therefore, we don't want you to degrade or derate our trust that we have invested in you. Go to court and let the reputation be done. If the place is there, other people have theirs. If you can negotiate, you negotiate. If not, possess what belongs to you instead of making us to lose trust in you. Oh no, Joseph Newman Bwaka. Joseph Bwaka will go and you will stay here as an institution that is meant for good because the force is now transformed from force for good. So please, Joseph Fuller, do the needful and do not let you to go down drain with Joseph Newman Bwaka. Thank you very much for always giving us the opportunity to make our voice on that issue. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now why you get a share on everything? Since I've got me you know, content need no pool and loma or more for them, man. You're not doing well. Somebody that's an opportunity. You know, oh man, you get all that work on them, you get better. All the let them make facing. That's why we are there. You're not doing nothing. We are saying you will bring up. You will make sure people say, what's it up, you? That's the I can't my father feeling. Who went there? Who pay more? US. They get there to my father. But I don't know about what said the first time it was really job we are with him. Getting my point, I will talk about what you my father was sick. I came my father to go to the medical hospital. That's what taking my father. He appeared money that was $3,000 US. My father gave me that money for nothing. I know she was lying that we went there. The person in our hospital. They have get Nana. Nana Kwame Hospital. When you not get money, you don't pay. But they want to pay for I tell you what I say value. When you go on the place, you say what? Because you go put the money, they tell you sharing the money. The poor are stealing the money. Why are you the money? You go to play my son of a. Ain't no black man, so I
Okay, Liberians reacting to the president's State of the Nation address on yesterday. That is the newest conversation in town. His Excellency President Joseph Yoman Boakai, wow, spoke to the president yesterday. He spoke to the country rather at the State of the Nation address. And we begin the conversation with a whole lot. Alexa, you followed yesterday. I want you, after we finish playing a couple of these things, I want you to start the conversation. We followed the president yesterday. It started with this one. It started with this. So from the beginning, the people finished singing the national anthem. After they got through singing the national anthem, the president, walked up to the podium, and by right, the president supposed to tell people to sit down and start addressing the gathering. But the worst case scenario, the president just would walk to the podium after the national anthem and just say, "Mr. Speaker," and this. So there was a whole protocol failure on yesterday. That's what we noticed. And since that was a protocol failure, we also saw that the president needed to have filled in that gap because he was on the stand at that moment. At that moment, there was nobody else that could have gone on that podium to anybody who was going to take the microphone to talk. Alexa, that person would have been the president of the Republic of Liberia. It mean a coup, that indirect coup right there. Once it is 4 o'clock on the 4th working Monday of every January, once it is 4 o'clock, sharp 4, capital building, the person whose voice will be on that microphone, sharp 4 o'clock, that person is the president of the Republic. So the protocol officer couldn't have gone back and say, "Oh, yeah, please sit down." It means the president was the one who's supposed to ensure that was done. And interestingly, Prezo, when he got there, Alexa, he asked a minute, "I'm gonna tell him to sit down." And I was like, yeah. I wish I get old at the Babio. I mean, old age is good, but sometimes it can make you forget. Probably yes, are true. Next year when you go there, when it's standing, you must tell him to sit down. The high looking. Yeah, I want. You can blame him for it. He's old. If anybody old like that, will do the same thing. Okay, yeah. So when the went, the EBM man go tell you very hard for me. EBM man go tell you very hard for me. So we're doing post analysis about the Sonana. We'll go to the topic, the different issues. But the Babi arrived first. I don't know how the money the Babi had. They took the hat from here, right? Yeah, he know how he had. So they took the Babi hat and Babi told the EBM, how did he say, "Give my hat"? Give my hat, give him my hat. How did he say? What are you laughing for?
Please just play it.
Something the Babi said. Something the Babi said. But they took the Babi hat and he did not like it. I mean, that's what I can say.
Him,
yeah, they told about Kingo, he did not like it. I mean, give my hat. Yeah, I mean, I like that part. They give my hat. I said, what? Listen to it. Okay, yeah. So he said, "Bring my hat." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said, "He said, bring my hat. Bring my hat." I like that. I like that part. If he said, "Bring my hat," what you doing? Open your hat. Okay, bring my hat. And that's like, yeah. Okay, hold on. Hold on there. Bring my hat. Wow. You know when I say president, I said about people ain't used to hearing. You know,
especially
I'm
when you're
hungry. You know, and I'm hungry.
You could say that, but not allowed. You know what I mean?
No, but
you could say that because even when you're president, of course, you get hungry.
No, that's certain type of lines. People saying about lines. People, how do you hear the president saying it? Except you are in the president cycle.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to say it aloud.
I want sleep. I
say
tire
that
out.
to your friends.
Yeah,
or...
I want sleep. I tire out. I said no words president can use. Nobody can hear it. So when the president is in a position where those words are used in the open, I mean, the feeling can just be different. Imagine the one president is why they give my heart. Give my heart. You know how you're looking at? You got two children to do, and the other child take a free plate. Give my car. Give my plate of car. Give my heart. You're talking to that whole give my heart. Bring my heart. Okay, bring my heart. Bring my heart. Wow. Okay. Okay, so when you got you asking for a hat, they gave a hat to him. Then the next thing was, what am I telling him to do? I'm gonna tell him to sit down.
You tell him to sit down?
Yeah, we can tell him to sit down.
Good evening, please have your seats.
Papi, there's your test sooner. Yeah? Papi, there's a test sooner, Mr. President. This is your test sooner, the third.
Oh,
you did the first one. You did the second one last year. This is your third sooner. You know, I mean, to ask people what I would tell them to say that. Yeah, Papi ask. Anybody who can ask him, can miss the fan rule. The junior who can ask.
Oh, yeah.
He can miss the water side rule. We say, why is it? I'm going to tell him to say that.
To sit down.
Yeah, we can tell him to sit down.
You tell him to sit down.
Yeah, we can tell him to sit down.
I'm gonna tell him to sit down, or
I just don't know what.
How will you have any?
Because you have like.
I'm gonna tell him to sit down, or they must tell her what time. I'm gonna tell him to sit down, or they will keep standing. Papi, so to you can talk for 1 hour, 10 minutes. Before you can talk to them, you standing too. Imagine the president standing, then the people do standing. It's not still a national address, so that's still a PE address.
You tell him to sit down.
Yeah, we can tell him to sit down.
Good evening, please have your seats.
Okay, so after you say, I will tell him to sit down. He say, yeah, tell him to sit down. He say, good evening. Good evening, please have your seat. So, and that's how, in the moment, you're going to tell him, I say,
what if she has said no?
No, fine. So, in the moment, you say, no, don't tell him to sit down. So, I mean, Roger Kuna going to be steady.
You tell him to sit down.
Yeah, we can tell him to sit down.
Good evening, please have your seats.
Oh, I even know how to do the show today. They didn't do funny, right? Okay. Huh? So anyway, the protocol officer gonna say, no, papi. Chief, don't tell them to sit down. Let them be standing. Let the women from the embassy, all the places. What you say?
I mean, I don't want to say I'm ashamed or I'm embarrassed.
No, not about being embarrassed.
No, I don't want to say.
How old age can do?
I don't want to say I am.
No, I mean,
you know what I mean.
I want to be old like you, in real sense.
Oliver, there's this thing that comes with years of experience in public service, and Joseph Boakai, whom I respect, especially we're from Lofa County.
Don't you think old age is playing into it? It's a bit old.
I respect that this president at every given moment understands protocol, because
he should.
Exactly, because this man didn't just become president today, and let's disregard the presidency, but Mr. Joseph Yuma Boakai, Liberia's president, served as Liberia's vice president for 12 years. So you wouldn't tell me
he was president, said exactly. He do that for 12 years.
He attended different, State of the Nation address moments. He was there. He was present.
Even as agriculture
And
minister.
exactly. And other than that, Mr. Boakai also, participated in a lot of different events, diplomatic events, national events, and as vice president at that time, he was walked through different protocols and all that. So I mean, yesterday, that was like a sad attraction
Yeah.
and stuff. It's funny, but it is serious,
What-
especially that this was publicized and joke with. Yes, it is funny,
Mhm.
but from our president, it is not funny.
No, it shouldn't be.
And it is people. I'm sure people are being hypocritical, especially those people who are his missionaries, rescue missionaries. They're going to say, "Oh, that's not important." But I remember every given point in time, everything George Weah did, and this is not to even be political. Everything George Weah did, addressing the nation,
So-
whatever speech he delivered,
Imagine if it was
everything was marked.
Mhm.
Whether George Weah wiped his face, the way he did it, they had something to say about it. There were just different critics and different critiques. So now Joseph Boakai, our president, this man whose years of experience addressed the nation, addressed Liberians yesterday, and just the opening. You're talking about bring my heart.
Yeah, bring my hat.
Like you open your comedy scene,
Yeah.
like a stand-up comedy,
Bring my hat.
and you say I'm on
Why,
to
why,
sit
should
down.
why should they even take
like,
a big hat from
did-
here?
Did he expect the audience to stand along with him while he addressed the nation?
That's why I said it's a bit old now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was some of those things that are old issue because
Ah.
normally, Alexa, conventionally, whenever you're giving a standing ovation,
Mhm.
obviously, before you speak, you'll tell the people to have their seat. That is being reciprocal.
Why would you think that people would stand with you?
So obviously, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you.
That's not a crusade
So-
where you're
so-
having an
so-
hour of praise and worship.
So listen, is it? I'm gonna tell you to sit
No.
or no, he had also he had the one say or. So why was he trying to say or
Listen.
or they must stay?
No, but I choose that's what it mean. You know?
I'm gonna tell them to say.
So to a hat. You know, it's a main hat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because you don't expect
yeah,
the
yeah.
president to be there while the sun
The
is
sun shining like that, he hit too much.
Yeah.
Then I go tell the bring my.
You know, the security people always giving our president hat.
No,
They always doing that thing.
Not there alone. All the security people in the country, they too
Yeah.
much for the set. You go to the restaurant, the security people and add they don't want
They
the place.
always doing. I don't know
You know,
why.
yeah, they be directing you all kind of way.
Like-
But man, cancel.
Our president has had a
Yep.
lot of eventful moments.
Yeah.
The first time he addressed the nation, that was when he was inaugurated.
Mhm.
We have the second State of the Nation address,
Yeah.
and we know what happens on
Mhm.
2 occasions prior to
The
this
second
one.
set of Nigeria just they came out of the man say drink water if you finish we'll go.
Why your problem?
Yeah, listen, they drink water if you finish so we go. You know, yeah. Just more water if you finish we'll go.
These people are bad.
And look, it's disgraceful.
It is not funny. It's only funny, but
We are saying that because the next set of the nation address,
work on
Work on all of
these
these things.
All these things.
the first thing is get the president prep up before going to the podium. Now, make use of sign language sufficiently, because this technology thing, they can put the bookmark. That is small microphone.
Yeah.
What they call bookmark. For those of you who do not know, they put a small microphone pin on the president, put it on a podium. The thing is open. You know, and once the microphone open to that, any secret thing the president said, the rest of the people say that will hear it.
Everybody's going to hear.
It's embarrassing. Nobody doing the president like that. That is our president, for going heaven's sake. He's the head of our country. So when you keep exposing him like that, I mean, it doesn't look good. Imagine the president I'll be saying, "Give him a hat," and everybody hearing it on the microphone. You know, yeah, give him a hat. And everybody hearing it. Give him a hat. You know, I mean, it doesn't look good. Man, ask him, give him a hat. Then next thing, asking the protocol officer, I'm gonna tell him to sit down. I mean, just by saying so, it presented an image of the president not knowing what to do at the SONA. And I do not want to believe that the president didn't know what to do.
I would never believe that.
No, I would not want to believe that. But I mean, it all shows how poorly, arranged the situation was. And you cannot do this to our countrymen. By the way, the group in power today are most sophisticated, very educated people. They take pride in knowing it all. They have this mindset of having a very, very deep, monopoly over governance and everything. Kubo said Djibouti, they know all, So you can have them keep disgracing the president like this. It doesn't look good. This is our president, for going heaven's sake. The last time the president went to Busi Quarter, the Sony went drainage and he was doing some cleaning up inspection. People started begging the president for money that time. You remember? Yeah, people started begging the president for money. Yeah, people started begging the president for money.
He had his microphone.
Yeah, I know who got a video. If somebody got a video,
it's been a long time.
Yeah, people started begging the president for money again. He said, who did the begging for money? Yeah, man. The president said, I think the microphone opened again. He made that statement. Huh? No, I'm being honest.
No, we actually played that video.
If somebody got that video, send it to me.
We actually played that video.
I want us to play it again so that the people will understand.
It's been a long time. I think it was from either Spoon or somewhere else, because they had already placed the microphone on the president.
So people started begging him. People started begging him here and there, blah 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 blah. So when they were begging him, the man just looked at him and said, people just like begging too much, people like begging too much. Yeah, man. I remember that part very well.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get it, Alexa.
It's been over I don't know how many months.
I could also for it if I really, really try.
Where did he go that time?
He was on a tour, this and that particular one happened. I mean, he didn't take it like the man had issue. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Okay, yeah.
You're not gonna find that now because it was I don't know how many months ago.
I will not.
I'm trying to.
I stumbled across a couple of days ago.
Get it from.
Couple of days ago, I stumbled upon it. Couple of days ago, but it appears funny. But that's it. You stop doing the president like that. I don't think it is something that we can be having. The men were forced that time to confess. Yeah, man. Yeah, he said it. He didn't hide it. Sorry. Well, let's try and find all of the things the president said yesterday. Try and find the different bullet points. I think Jared posted a lot of them. He compiled all of those things. Tracy Vincent compiled all of those things the president said. President talked about 70,000 jobs, and that's where our focus is going to be. 70,000 jobs created. That's what President Walker said. Why was he saying that to us? Why did he have to say that to the people of Liberia? I mean, those are issues we want to talk about on the platform. Yes, yep. Those are things we want to talk about on the platform. We're still looking for it. But the bottom line is let the people be able to prep our president very well. They're not doing well for him. They're not helping him. They keep embarrassing the president, and an embarrassment to the president is an embarrassment for the country.
Yeah.
They should not be doing it. It doesn't look good for us. Okay. I thought you said I would find a thing. I don't want to say I would find a thing. Look at my phone. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Alexa, I told you I would find a thing. Yeah, the Genesis and the president again. The last time when the president was inspecting some kind of clean up campaign or something.
So
they left the microphone on the president. They left the microphone on the president.
No, but they had just arrived and they needed that microphone to be on the president. That when he got there,
people started begging the president. Ain't that the president go somewhere?
Yeah, you can have like a lot of
battle cry. People want something. And President Selita, the people will be waiting for Madam Madina. We say, You know,
Mhm.
right after the president said he leave, man, we say we
that's
just
what
can't
the operate.
compare no other people there. President Weatan,
Rescue, yeah.
Finabono, rescue mother. So as soon
Yeah.
President Weatan,
You
rescue
already
mother
know
will
what's
come
up.
and operate. President Bagatan, right now we know who they are.
Who will be there? You never been.
So how you call it is thing? So right now the people are there. The person asking so
Baking too
the
much in the country.
people are begging too much, man. Yeah, man.
Don't own the Liberia thing. Everywhere you go, you gotta spend money. Yeah, man. On the Liberia thing. Everywhere you go, you gotta spend money. Yeah, man. On the Liberia thing. Everywhere you go, you gotta spend money. Yeah, man.
Look, y'all stop doing this to our president. Protect the man. No, I mean protect the man. You know, I don't want to say this, but the media team around the president should try. You know, once you know the president,
Like he's not ready to officially make a statement.
don't put the bookmark on him.
But we should not be advising these people. We should not be recommending. You know.
No, I mean it's our country, Alexa.
Of course,
the country image is at stake.
These are petty things. These are little.
And that's why when people say the no and they're making blunder, when you know, advise them. Once they say the no and they are making blunder, it means they do not know anything. So advise them. If you truly love what you are into, advise them. We love this country. That's what we are advising. If the president ain't ready to talk important thing, you cut all the microphone from on him. Because over 3 different occasions now, the president can be making statements that when he appears to the public, it can be funny. It'll be funny and very embarrassing to the country.
But the president has a sense of humor.
Then imagine they were going embarrassed by people asking for money to the people where he say, your own or Liberia. Where you go, Papa, where you from?
you are our president.
You are our president. You say your own or Liberia. Look at
it. Everywhere you go, you gotta. Don't own the Liberia thing. Everywhere you go, you gotta spend. Don't own the Liberia thing. Everywhere you go, you gotta spend money. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so what say your own Liberia thing. Everywhere you go, you gotta spend money. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
for the whole president, to cry that.
Papi, let me tell you the thing for real.
Listen.
Let's forget the fact that let's forget the fact that you're president. even ordinary citizens, Alexa, KOK, all the people here. Let's forget about us. In fact, let's go to people who are considered maybe ordinary people. They're not as popular as maybe we are. Once you go in the street, you gotta drop loyalty. I won't forget about it. And they think that not cringe thing. You pay in the country now. It is not cringe. So anywhere you go, you gotta drop small things some kind of way. Now if you go around the street, you go by maybe something in the street, they bunny will come around you. You gotta drop it. Papi, this. Oh, my leg here, my old man, my this, my pieces. You gotta drop something. So it is like a culture in Liberia, and we don't need to talk about it much or to say, hey, they're doing their baking business or anywhere you go, you gotta spend money. This is Liberia, and that's something that's part of our Liberianness, our Liberian identity, So I know you said it that day, but you said that you don't get nothing to the people in and head to you by way, and you are our president, so don't say like you're Liberia. Yeah.
Imagine the president had to cry like that because we wasn't begging for money.
Yeah.
But just 1,000 naira.
The money.
You think 1,000 US? Mama got bills to go to 1,000 US. That 186,000. You get 10,000, 5,000. You're gone.
5,000 plenty.
G.
For real.
President
so
budget.
Don't say you gotta hand deliver.
No, but if Mama got bills in operate, we go. I mean, just change something like 1,000. You get 186,000 LD feeling.
If you go to a supermarket now, you go to get something from there.
I mean, people will be behind you.
As soon as you're done and you're out, you will have people there, our brothers.
They're coming to you.
They're coming to you, say, dress nothing.
So imagine the president complaining like that. The president of the country complaining. How do people would do that? So all in all, keep the president protected. When these things are happening, it means you are not keeping the president in a confidential space. Correct. One of the things that they also was they leaked the president's speech leak. In fact, the president was speaking yesterday. People were reading his speech. Can you imagine? The man is speaking and I don't want to. You got people reading his speech, looking through it. In fact, literally predicting the words
What
he
he
come and
was going to
say.
say next.
So he say, and I will already say fire they were, and then what they were. So people had the speech minutes, if not hours, to the president. You know, that was not good. You know, in fact, the men were leaving the stage when they started sharing the speech all over. Can you imagine? The men were leaving the stage when the speech started. Group chats. But we are told that.
Now, so who you guess?
I see.
Mm.
So that's exactly what it is. But all in all, the president talked about other issues. Then one of the things too that caught my attention, the political party then finished responding to the president's statement. We are not political parties, so don't expect us to do any what they call. We'll talk the one we can talk. And that's how the president went ahead and said, and I'm doing this because Austin will do a lot of justice to the SONA. The president also announced that flour price dropped from $35 to $35.
Why me drop?
Do they all confused?
It's like, bro, a comedy show.
No, President Baga said the price of flour dropped from $35 to $35.
So yeah,
Before you say we're lying, you're listening to it.
Dropped from 35, and flowers are dropped from 35 to 35 US dollar. Flowers are dropped from 35 to 35 US dollar. 100. Flowers are dropped from 35 to 35 US dollar. 100.
Okay.
So
was that slip of tongue? Yeah, I think so.
So did he rectify the mistake?
We
need
to check the speech. Do you have the soft copy?
19 pages.
Yeah, it will be so difficult for all to find.
It's a lot
for all to find where exactly he talk about it. But we need to look at the speech and know whether it was corrected. You know, because
why he was addressing the nation? Did he go back over it and
no? I mean, the baby flew away. He flew away when he got you away. When he got you away, he flew away. And where he went, I mean, he didn't come out and say, "Oh, you're sorry." No, it measured from 35 to 35. It dropped from 35 to 35. As far as we are concerned, flour price under President Baga dropped
logically
from 35.
That's not a drop
to 35. But let's go. I mean, with all of these side attraction, with all of these side attraction, and
I let Papa he always he delivers comedy gold before.
I hope a bit though. So the next one has to do with this. Look, the country.
Things are happening.
The country is terrible. The country is very terrible. Let me give you a list of all of the things the president said.
Yeah, Gabriel, I think so. But unfortunately, we don't use British pounds in Liberia to say from 35 British pounds to 35 US dollars.
So the paper said $1 billion Liberian dollar cash transfer was given to 15,000 households.
You received some?
They were talking to the as we explaining today.
So you will call and tell
everything was saying today. You call us and tell us if you not receive it,
15,
whether somebody in your community receive some kind of cash transfer to that. The probably said $1 billion Liberian dollar cash transfers given to 15,000 households.
So is it
Mariah Yakula from ANC? She said, "Hey Allah." Then 239,000 students.
Yeah, for me, I had interest in that one.
Benefited from school feeding program.
Yeah.
According to President Baga, 239,000. They're feeding the children in schools there. 1 year from the children from Nipo High School, Boswan.
You know, I asked
Mavis Suni.
I asked a question as to whether is it just public schools. And if yes, the schools in both rural and urban. Yeah, because it was not really clear.
239,000.
You know,
239,000.
And is it strictly?
Why are you feeding 239,000 students in the information era?
Is it strictly meals delivered or provided by different? Was that made clear?
So, regardless of whatever it was made clear, to that extent,
no, listen up, please.
What did he say?
He said he hope.
He won't be not he can't get away. so yeah, is it 239,000 students benefited from school feeding program.
Oh my god,
239,000 students.
Like, is it 2025 or 2024, 2025?
2024, 2025. Like, even a zone 2024, 2025. 239,000 students. Which category? High school, junior high, elementary, preschool. Where? Because we live in Monrovia now, and we know most of the government schools.
So if you know you can eat your food, you can take my money for a recess. Don't come out of me.
No, away from that. Let's know whether for true the people who attending the government schools. Because you're not feeding Cathedral, you're not feeding Convent, you're feeding CWA, you're not feeding CW Bronski there, Don Bosco, you're not feeding them. Government ain't feeding those people. So the government schools around here, GW Gibson, Matella Newport, Topman High, Boswan, Mavi Soni, D12, Jimmy Jrokon, all these schools, they're feeding you there. Yeah, they're feeding you there. People High School, Baybo Kaweken. Bishop Jekyll, all the government schools across Vonjima High, all the government schools, the feeding you there. 239,000 school students benefited from school feeding. Which school? Where are you cooking for them?
Beans.
No, what were you guys cooking for them? What you feeding them with? But the people will call and tell us whether and when you call, we want you to be very honest.
Yes, please.
If your child can eat to government school before they can't tell. If your child attend government school and they never eat in school before, so government feeding them, let us know.
And I would also like for people in rural Liberia, like if you're in the interior parts of Liberia, you're in Lofa, you're in Nimba, Grand Jide, where we also have public schools. Please call us, because I want to know if it is in that part of Liberia or in those parts of Liberia, or inclusive of Monserrado. Because if we don't know, you say.
Then they said 198,000 farmers.
Wait.
198,000 farmers were giving support in rice and cocoa production.
You mean
198,000 farmers. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So
198,000 farmers.
If we're
giving support, what kind of support you're giving? Y'all can go in the village and call people and say, hello.
Did you give them grants in money?
Moral support?
Did you give them tours?
Yeah, maybe moral support. Oh, people, you're grow your food. Your grow food a good for
that.
A good.
Freedom Hub is one of the platforms that gives our moral support. The government is not here for moral support.
What kind of support now? 198,000 farmers receive support for rice and cocoa production. 198,000 farmers.
So I like it because the numbers that were read out by the president, these numbers should be actualized by actual people. So if you're a farmer, you have to call us later on when we open our phone lines. Call us. If you're also a student at some of these different government high schools in the country, you also need to call us. A parent, a guardian, call us and talk to us about it, because we want to know. If you're a guardian, call us. If you're a parent, call us.
But 100.
So we can know how to have these numbers reflected. You know what I mean?
198,000. 198,000. Two more thousand will be 200,000 farmers. But how many can female? 200,000 farmers? 198,000 farmers?
It's almost 200,000.
200,000 farmers you give support in agriculture,
support?
Cocoa and rice,
financial support,
material
support.
What did you give them?
Moral support.
What did you give them?
Emotional support.
Even if you were giving each of the farmer $1, that's $198,000. Where the money came from? And you will not get from a $1 as support.
No, it is not.
You will not get from a $5. If you get from a $5 for support, and let's have $5 to times 198,000. And you're not giving from a $5 to say that support.
What would they do with
So
it?
it means whatever you are giving to the farmer, whether in cash or kind, will be somewhere around $50.
Did you give out seedings?
Whether seeding, whether tool, whether raw cash, whether technical training, per farmer, you will not spend less than $50 per farmer in whatever your support will be. So assuming you said 50 times 198, Alexa, 198,000 times $50. Let's assume that support was about. Let's assume the support was about providing $50 either in cash or kind, to 198,000 farmers. We are discussing $9,900,000 US. You spend that money on farmer in the country.
Oh.
I mean, that's just $50. And when government said they want to support
per farmer,
per farmer, government will not spend $50 on farmer. I say I want to tell the worst case scenario, you spend $50 per farmer. And it's 198,000 farmer. The worst case scenario, either into seedings or capacity building, whatever the case is. The worst case scenario, you spend $50 per farmer, and which is not the case. Did you spend $100? And you spend $100, that's about 19 million plus. Show all the budget line that you spend that money in. No, show all the budget line. Sometimes don't just you just work on right on the the paper too go sit down.
So
people should place our president in one room, let him read the thing, and read to office. Yeah, put a speed right on here.
Okay, so for us, yeah, people who host events, we usually have something called dress rehearsal.
Yeah,
and that's like almost doing what you're going to do at the event. You have like people pretending to be your audience, or if it is about sports, your spectators, they're there and you are there pretending like, and they would tell you if you're doing it right or not. So I think you want to be going.
They have to be doing a prep talk for the president. Get a speech of one of the people who wrote the speech, because every president got a speech writer.
Sometimes you have more than one person.
Yes.
Everybody
So,
has their little.
Put all your speech writers in the room and give the speech to one of them who can read fluently. Give it to them and say, "Oh man, that's why I say I'm gonna go read to Capitol building. You read, let me hear." I believe if President Baga are taking the time to listen to the speech, if we're going to reach to the place where they say we have created 70,000 jobs, you always slap somebody. I believe if he had listened to it prior to reading it, he would have slapped somebody in the ear when they mentioned 70,000 jobs being provided in 2 years. 198,000 farmers. What kind of support you give them? Huh? What kind of support you give them?
So I think maybe the Ministry of Agriculture, because you say
the AI farmer. AI farmers.
What if the farmers call us and say, yeah, so you're waiting for?
I don't want to call the board name, so I don't want to call the board name so that he can get in problem.
I almost called him.
Yeah, I don't want to call his name, but the board can. I watch out the board say, "Hey, my people, this is one of the most the most popular farmers you can think about from Lofa.
Maybe you're not about the 198.
Okay. One of the most popular farmers you can think about from Lofa. He on Facebook got all the family initiatives. The man himself say, "Where play that money? Where play the game that supported?" Such a popular farmer was complaining, questioning whether they gave such a support. They said 198,000 farmers, Alexa. Then to make matter worse, the probably reached to the point where it's they have been able to create. Let me go read it directly. I don't want to make mistake. It says 70,000 jobs created across various sectors. 70,000 jobs created across various sectors. How do you do that to the country? No. How do we sit and allow, the country to be treated this way? 70,000 jobs in which country?
Here.
Papa, you also 800 plus human beings from the Ministry of State payroll. Just sack them, send them who made them hungry. 207 human beings from the Ministry of Transport. Just send them home. Today, some of them struggling. Most of them struggling, rather. The Ministry of Labor. John Siafa sacked the people cheering and the people mothers and fathers from City Hall. The government now saying over 10,000 human beings home for political and other trivial reasons. You're not sack plenty people in the town. From government payroll alone. Where the 70,000 jobs you created, because government payroll about 70 to 75,000 people on government payroll. And now you create them. People were in the police before you came to power. Teacher on government payroll before President Buhari came to power. So I'm not too sure he's talking about those on the government payroll, and he cannot say it like that. He said from across all sectors. Which sector now? Agricultural sector? Man, banana planting her own cassava leaf, her own cassava farm, growing her own cassava. That you create that job for her?
Yeah. You live in that, bro, now. What are you talking about?
Which sector?
Private.
Which sector? One smart picking graduated from AME University. He and a friend started one NGO to be writing for donor funding. And when God bless them, they get some $10,000 fund, open one office in Dubai Road, start paying some children's school fee, tell the paycheck, they send it back to the partner sends some more money. How are you? Those jobs in part of it? Those more jobs part of it? Those jobs part of it? B. Martin, for example, been in the country before Joe Biden came to power. So as a result of B. Martin operation that they are carrying on, maybe they play what they are bossing Diamond and go from. They play the go and Diamond feeding from there. And they get one new mountain where they want to go boss. And they need plenty of people to go to the new mountain. And they decide to hire 50 more persons and carry them to the mountain or add to the other, folklore than what they were having there. What does that say? That you creating the job?
Environment for jobs to be created.
That you creating the job? No, you're not the one creating the job.
And
you may better go president. B-Martin will say, if B-Martin want 50% to boss one mountain, they will still do it.
Only for 1 minute. You're asking, right? Remember former minister of youth and sports, Bangalu?
Yeah, Ko Bangalu.
Remember what he said? People were actually talking about you don't have jobs in the country and young people are like this, are like that. I don't know what exactly was the point of contention. But at the end of the day, in his response, one of the things he said, it is not the government's responsibility to create jobs.
Mm-hmm.
He said that.
Mm-hmm.
So now that the president said they've created, so I'm trying to understand it.
Look, the government create no job. You didn't create no job. You didn't create no 70,000 jobs. You know why? Because you didn't even sign more than 3 concessions. Existing concession that we already have here, whether you like it or not, their managerial upbringing will make them to upskill or reduce workforce. That one a clear thing. Nobody need to tell them. Freedom Radio said now, right? So now ready? We sack 2-3%. We ain't got money. So now ready? We hire 2-3%. Mm-hmm. It's just simple. Internally, we decide what to do. Every company that been in existence,
private companies,
private entities,
yeah.
All the concession. If ArcelorMittal decide to say, look, you know what? We want hire 1,000 more human beings. And because maybe the night they never want big mountain in the mountain, plenty iron there and some diamond there on the car. They want some there so they can bust the mountain soon. You want to mention that's an existing concession. How many new concessions have you signed? How many new companies did you bring to the country? That's how we measure it. That's how we measure government. When they say government create the environment, that's how we measure the environment. Because the environment that brought ArcelorMittal, you are not president you are not president when ArcelorMittal came. So whatever ArcelorMittal decided to do from their own internal perspective to widen their production, it is their own administrative decision. Triggered by their revenue and their expenditure, a bucket. How President Buhari gone to Kosovo, the place where he went to the first, Kosovo. And Buhari coming from Kosovo, he said, look, the pineapple in Riverside can export 2 more. We are now setting up 2 factories in Riverside to begin the processing of pineapple juice. 500% go on in a factory. It means before Joe Biden became president, there was no pineapple factory in Riverside. He went to Kosovo and brought 1 pineapple factory and employed 500 people. Mm-hmm. The government start checking how many jobs they've created. You know, they say that the government paying 500 people, but maybe in Boston, Colombo citizen, from Chinese citizen, Japanese citizen, they sell the factory, like people start working there, 500 people working there. You say, okay. President Banga had gone to Malaysia and saw a Malaysian company that interested in investing sugar. He took them to Lesico in Maryland, to the sugarcane farm, and create one big factory to start investing sugar, cane juice, and other different alcoholic products. If they hire 200 human beings, you add 200 to the first 500 to the pineapple factory in Rio says that's how government can be adding it up. Not that the government will be paying the people who working in the sugar factory or the pineapple factory, but because the government went either through how they call it investment commission or so and brought new investment. Tina, you met here, we're already operating. It decided to make changes to increase staff and reduce staff. It means that you don't want to do. So for the sake of the argument, if the company President Baga Media decide to lay people off, will he take responsibility? To say we have laid 39,000 people off, or we are laid? No. What did you bring?
So it's a job replacing the people.
Which job was? Yeah. I mean, which job facility was not existing that you created? Was the company here? Of course, the company will operate, and company like B Mountain were operating from Damo, that direct. They don't want to be at stingy, so now they want higher playing people. But when they see the need, that's their own issue. Look, we will appreciate if you can tell us the 70,000 jobs you created where. They say one realized project.
Yeah.
That project.
Yeah.
That wasn't project. That project been here before President Baga became president. How are you going to use whatever data from that project to measure who you get job? And certain things are meant not to be said, regardless of how pressured you are as a government. To say, oh, we are not pressured because the country has, so we got to say something where we made people feel satisfied. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You can do it. But that's what that's what we are, Lisa. 70,000 people, 70,000 jobs created.
So yesterday, usually after every SONA, you have different people saying different things, like different analysis. You have post SONA analysis, and you have the one before the State of the Nation address and all that. But yesterday, the numbers called or the numbers mentioned by the president, those numbers surprised a lot of people. Those numbers shocked a lot of people. And I don't know why. There are people who give reasons as to why they were shocked and why the numbers are unbelievable, because they're yet to understand, just the impact. They're yet to see the reflection in our daily life, to see these numbers actualize and how Liberians are the direct representation or direct reflection of the numbers mentioned in the president's State of the Nation address. However, there are some Liberians who are disappointed, and they're saying that the speechwriters or the different ministries and ministers who had to give their reports to be included in the president's address to the nation didn't do well because they lied. Some Liberians are saying some of these people lied. And for me, Oliver talked about 70,000, jobs. And I was really laughing at the beginning because it is really funny. It is funny because I remember when we had Ko Bangalu, I stand to be corrected. He said a lot, and I may not mention exactly, or I may not use exactly the words he used at about that time, but he was clear that it is not the government that should be responsible, to create jobs in the country and all that. He said a lot of things, but I vividly remember that particular line because we talked about it that time. And also the vice president of the Republic of Liberia also says something about I think one of the major challenges or a major challenge is the fact that they're not being able to create jobs and this and that. So just going back and forth and referencing different moments where they talked about the challenge of job creation in Liberia, and then getting back to the president addressing the nation and telling Liberians or telling the world about the 70,000 jobs have been created. Do you know what that is? It says a lot. about where we are as a country. It says a lot. So people are now asking, and I'm also asking where. Okay, maybe you're going to say we're lying or we're trying to make this look bad, that of course 70,000 jobs were created. Where? Who are the beneficiaries? That's the question. All we need from you, your people who will be responding to these different talk shows, you give us, like a serious evidence. You give us like a whole statistics or data that's gonna tell us, yeah, the things the president said, especially the one about 70,000 jobs created. This is exactly a document to prove what the president said. That's what we want from you. But all of you continue to do the same thing about propaganda, and you're forgetting that you're the government of the day. So you are to be leading this country and basically just telling us, yes, the president was right, and this is what the president said. This is a document to support the president's claim and all that. But no, we're still here. So who are the 70,000 people employed by the government?
We gotta go
and where exactly are these jobs? Is it here? Is it out there? Like where?
Okay.
Is it in the private sector? Because people are talking about short term or medium term or whatever you guys are calling it. And the defense is not really strong. The justification is not strong. There are things that cannot be justified, and do not continue to do this, because you may deliver a beautiful speech. You may deliver every bit, every piece, every phrase beautifully. But how does this speech reflect the daily reality of Liberians in this country? That's a very major question to ponder. That's a question to be answered as well. Because you will say all the nice words, you will speak all the beautiful English, but at the end of the day, the English you are speaking, is it reflecting on the daily lives or in the daily life of Liberians? You need to know about that as well.
Okay, let's grab a few calls, then we go home on it. 70,000 jobs created. What do you say? This person, go ahead.
Good evening, KOK. Good evening, Alexa. This is Dickerson, Ryan Dickerson in Caldwell.
Go ahead, Dickerson. 198,000 farmers help and 70,000 new jobs created.
Yeah, we agree that flour price is 35, higher than 35, so we agree. Okay. I was so anticipating listening to the president's speech, but after the national anthem, when the president turned to his political officer and asked him, "Can I tell him to sit down?" That broke me down. This simply trying to tell us that the president is not in charge. That this particular speech was just written and give it to him.
That the fact that somebody got to tell him to tell people to sit down, I mean, I want to agree with you.
And okay, this is somebody that will boast of that have 45, 46, 47 years. Okay, it should bring up questions us, right? When the president first gave his State of the Nation address, he fell off. 2 years after that, he's not even able to recognize whether he's able to tell somebody to sit down or not. Okay. If ever Liberians anything they want to wrong with this with politics, it's bad.
Thank you. We'll leave you. Let's take this person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Good evening, KOK. Good evening. Let's say all peace loving Liberians who are in tune this evening.
Go ahead, Gus.
When I listened to the president yesterday, he announced a provision of 70,000 jobs, reaching out to 150 homes with $1 billion, reaching out to farmers in the hundreds of thousands.
The minute eating the money behind the president, you give him every report.
Okay. It is clear, like the caller before me said, that the president is not in control. He's being a remote control or teleguided.
Eating the money, you're writing the deal, like the money, give it to him, and he go read it.
Oh, we go check anything and read it on stage. But indeed, from his query to, I think the political lady sitting there with him, having spent all those years as president of the Senate, is wants to be desired. He's not in control.
I know. Okay, we leave you right there. Thank you. God's help. Let's talk to the person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, good evening. You are
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, my name is Isa Kamito Dennis, the chairman for the Voice of Nigeria Country. I call from Kingsville.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the topic on the discussion. You see, somebody said something that when the Christmas will be fun, that the east you can see. Is it true?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because can you imagine before the party man the polio, he forgot what he had. He asked for a Kenko, and that's number one there.
Yep.
Number two, when you're about to speak, where everybody is standing up, and he asking the protocol there to say whether he should allow the people to sit down. So my question there is that all the time he there with Maraseli, with all that 12 years, what did he learn from there? That one. Another thing is let me tell you, where in a particular country now, if you talk about an issue that has to do with what? A ceiling. 198,000 people, you say it's fair. I just came from the one they put to administrative district. If you enter in Tiamata, you see the Petroco is a government school. Doing Manasanita, they used to carry food there. But said that no food. So where part of the era that only if he carry the food or in an era or no fire glue, he carry the food, or where did he carry the city there? That is another thing. The thing that's for the entire solar, it has to do with that 70,000 employment. If that makes the mayor also, so you can go by and read things and ask the people because it did not the rules that people before coming reading it.
Okay, we'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the person. Hello, 1 minute.
Thank you. Everyone come back on the line. And although what you saw happening over there yesterday, the security officer, they are extra security assigned to the president and extra political officer to the president to do those things. The president is managed from beyond the scene. They are advised to do what you see them do. So it's not anything strange that they were doing over there. That particular guy, he always close to the president. So he control him. Look, the president is not in charge. And what happened to the president is that President Walker is vulnerable in the executive mansion. All of the die-hard Unity Party guys have left the president and go look at the job. So at the end, the president is vulnerable in the mansion. I also believe that the president's speech is not written in action of the president. When popular white minister say he report, the president is brief. Popular white minister has said what do you say about it? General minister say the president is brief. After the finish doing everything, I don't care how you can be in the midst of 50%, you must ask the president. That the president will read the final draft of the president, place it on his desk to prepare you for you to go and read. What was telling trusted one? Harris Maluma, Dr. Clarence Maluma was telling trusted one. That guy was the last guy that could read the final draft of Ellie's speech before Ellie can touch it. So who is Brother trusting in the executive council? This is a disgrace. So guys need to go.
Okay, thank you. We leave you. We take the last two. Go ahead. This person quickly, no time.
Okay. Thank you for the program. This is Maya calling from Jamaica.
Go ahead, my brother.
Joseph Walker, we have plenty of lies to us. But me, I want to know what is really everything school, if everything got completed inside I want to see. If I been kind of lie to us, I'm not here to do well for us. Man, a liar.
Well, okay, we leave it right there. The man didn't believe the president. This person, hello.
Hello.
How are you? How you doing? Quickly.
I'm good. I'm just up here calling you for Junior Factory.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you have just said it all. Yesterday, the president allowed to LeBron people to say that you have created 70,000 jobs. Where I was speaking to you, I'm agriculturalist, I'm graduated from the University of Nigeria. I'm in agriculture. What is job? You are talking about you created a job in the agriculture sector. Even the current minister, Alexander Richard, talking at the University of Liberia, he's talking economic development. Where's the job? Are you talking about you created for the LeBron people? So the president is in law, and LeBron people will be the judge. LeBron will be the judge.
Thank you.
Thank you for the job. Thank you for the show, brother.
Thank you. We leave you right there. We talk to the other person. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
You are the last caller. Quickly, no time.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. You see what I said yesterday? The president whole speech, you know, talk about rape and
But yeah, tomorrow is a whole different day for
that.
that.
Show yesterday that President Baka is not in charge of this country. Because that the biggest thing right now is media are committing.
That's a trend.
Why you know mention it? I was confused. I really up to that. Okay?
Thank you.
So thank you very much. The government will let you do that all yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We leave you. Let's take Man CC for the last caller. Go ahead, ma'am. You're the last. 1 minute.
Thank you, KOK. I got children in my story. 2 girl children. One did not bring 1 spoon of wrestling.
They can eat it on the campus.
They can eat it. They can eat it on the campus.
I said one day, let me bring 1 grain of rest of the whole entire. I said, what are they for giving up food at the school? The only time I saw food coming to my home, I said, receive the food about job we are administration. When they said, nobody should cook the food at the campus, but in the family carry it, and the cook is going to be eating. I got 2 bags of rest for Germany administration. At that time, I'm not to this. They put share food to the government school. Who the parents want to receive that food? So they men lying for. If they someone say 1,000 job, but the Ufa is crying on every day, they protesting. They want a job you get. They put making their own fire, you go in and say like the thing, go to make fun. What you lying for the popular, the air factory? You want to say you don't want to be air factory. You see that kind of lie in the sector? The man lied to me, he was like, oh, but he lied. Now they can forget, he said, it's not also will go there and say, get a small child for playing go and Charlie. Thank you.
We leave you right there. We gotta go, Alessa. We'll return here on tomorrow. Yeah, in continuation of the program, the midweek edition.
So we'll be back here tomorrow, and I think I don't want to say much, but I was also concerned as to why the president did not say anything about the recent sodomy and rape cases in the country, especially how these cases are very alarming. But we'll talk about these things more tomorrow.
Okay, until then, have yourself a wonderful time. God bless you.
When you slumber, stop slipping.